Hello everyone, welcome to Success Show 100%. Today's topic is structure of earth. So this video will be dealing with the different structures of the earth, crust, mantle and core. Do keep watching till the end of the video and don't forget to subscribe the channel to learn more about geography. Now you have been given a map. This shows the interior of the earth. You are asked to point some features like the different layers of the earth on this map. So let us start with the first layer, crust. Crust is the topmost layer of the earth structure. But it is again divided into two. Upper crust, which is known as continental crust. Now we will keep on marking this. This is continental crust. This crust is composed of features like plains, plateaus or mountains and different other landforms. So basically continental crust are the different landforms. All the land masses are included in continental crust. This is thicker but the density is very less. The density of this is nearly in between 2 to 2.7 gram per cubic centimeter. Next is oceanic crust, this layer. The ocean one, the ocean body wherever it is found, oceans and seas. This is known as oceanic crust. This oceanic crust is, the floor of this ocean is very thin. The thickness is nearly 5 kilometers. So this is very thin layer. The oceanic crust is very thin in compared to the continental crust. But it is considered to be a little heavier because the density is high and all the overlying materials are compact. So because of that, the density is high. The continental crust is lighter in compared to oceanic crust also because it is made up of two minerals, that is silica and aluminium. So this is called as Sial. So continental crust is also known as Sial. Means this layer consists of lighter metals, that is silica and aluminium, and this is the reason that it floats over the oceanic crust. The oceanic crust, this oceanic crust is made up of a bit heavier metals, that is the rocks contains metals like silica and magnesium. So this layer is called as Sima. The oceanic crust is also known as Sima because of the minerals silica and magnesium which are found in abundant in oceanic crust, and here in continental crust Sial. This is the reason that oceanic crust is in the lower half and continental crust floats over the oceanic crust. Now this two layer continental crust and oceanic crust, then is this layer. So together they form the lithosphere. This is the lithosphere. So when we see on the globe, this side, this brown circle you can see, this brown part, this is the lithosphere. So I think it is clear now. Continental crust, all the continents, the landforms, then oceanic crust, the water bodies you can see, you can mark that way, and lithosphere is just the layer next to the oceanic crust. Now we move on to the second layer, that is mantle. Next is the mantle. Mantle is the intermediate level. So here we can mark from here to this part. The upper part of mantle, this green area which you can see in both the way, this side also, in the interior structure of the earth, this is called as asthenosphere. This is the layer between the lithosphere and lower mantle. This layer shows that the material are now different. Means the density of the rocks and temperature is also different after this. this is just a way you can mark. The next layer is the upper mantle. Upper mantle. Here the temperature is high, and because of this high temperature, the rocks which contain silicates and other metals also, they melt. And the rocks here are in molten state. So the upper mantle is in molten state because of high temperature. The next layer is, below this is lower mantle. Lower mantle is also having high temperature, but due to pressure of the overlying rocks, all these rocks and all these layers of rocks, due to pressure of all these rocks, they are in solid form. So a lower mantle we can say is a bit hard, the rocks are rigid and it is in solid state. The next layer is, we will see, is core. So this is the upper core. Core is also divided into two, upper core and lower core. Here again the density increases. In mantle we saw the density also increases, the temperature also increases, and because of that we see that the composition is a bit different over there. Here we see the upper core is also again the same condition like the upper mantle. Here also temperature is so high that the rocks are found in molten state, and the density of the rocks is nearly 4 to 4.5 gram per cubic centimeter. In mantle it is between 3 to 3.7 gram per cubic centimeter. Here in the core region, the density of rocks increases as well as the temperature also increases. Because of high temperature, upper core is in molten state. So you can see this red part is upper core. This upper core is in molten state, and that is why this color, red color, which also represents like the hot magma. So this is the red part which shows that this is the upper core having rocks in molten state. And the last one is lower core. Here also, because of the pressure of all these overlying rocks, the rocks are in solid state. All these layers are present, and this is the innermost layer of the interior of the earth. So this is also called as centrosphere. The core, which is the innermost layer of the structure of earth, it is also called as centrosphere because it lies in the center of the earth. So this yellow part you can see, this is the solid rocks, and they constitute the lower core having rigid and hard rocks. An important feature of the core is this also contains minerals, and the minerals found in abundance is nickel and iron. So they make nickel and iron make Nephi. So this layer, the core of the Earth's interior, is known as Nephi because it contains minerals like nickel and iron, and they have high density. So these rocks present here are solid. Now let's recapitulate everything whatever we have learned. The topmost part, the crust of the earth, is divided into two. First layer, the landforms are called as continental crust. The ocean part is called as the oceanic crust. Below that, the continental crust and including this oceanic crust, both are included, and below that layer, that together comprises of, and they are called as lithosphere. Below that layer, a transition zone, you can say, that is asthenosphere, which includes a little part of lithosphere and the upper mantle zone also. Then it's the second layer, mantle. Upper mantle, you can see here this yellow structures. This is upper mantle, which is in molten state, and lower mantle is in solid state. And then we have the core of the earth, the last two layers. It is the core of the earth, which is also called as Nephi because of the abundance of minerals contained, that is nickel and iron. So this upper core or the outer core is again in molten state, and the inner core is solid, hard, because of the pressure of the overlying rocks. So I hope this will help you in pointing out different features in the structure of the earth.